Ooh, that feels lopsided. How's that? Do a little adjusting here. All right, I'm going to get my chat loaded up. Cord, take over, please. Entertain the troops. It's very risky, Cord. That's a bold statement. Hey, guys. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hello. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. How's your what are they, Super Tuesday hangover? Is anybody feeling a hangover? Did I spell it wrong? That's a typo. Sorry. That's okay. I can't fix it now. So Buena Vista Street. My bad. I meant Buena Vista Street. I did not sleep very well at all last night. It's too early to call because I thought we'd know a date by now. I thought we'd have a date for Buena Vista Street by today. I mean, I guess we still could. Maybe it'll just. Well, no, hey, look, I'm not trying to distract attention from the cord now. The cord is, man. Deal with it. Deal with the cord. Next, what? Yeah, I've heard a lot of rumors. The rumor that sounds the most logical now at this point, because the one rumor that I heard was this week, but the other rumor was, the one that coincides with the Making Friends parking structure, and that is the 16th. But I mean, I don't know. No, that's a cord. That's not a crack. That's a cord. It's my co-host. Co-host cord. Co-host cord. Fresh Bake presents. Fresh Bake presents. Co-host cord. He's kind of my straight man. Every talk show host needs to have a straight man. Although my cord's a little crooked. It's not exactly straight. It's still pretty straight. So let's talk about Buena Vista Street, you guys. Do you want to? I mean, we can. I suppose that's a thing, right? Dude, I'm already listening to Christmas music. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Gene. Gene had a tooth pulled today. Yeah, that's the old school news wire there. You know, with a little ticker tape. I wish I could get one of those. Although those were for stock quotes, though. They weren't really for. They would read horse racing results off of those and stock quotes. We have not heard yet if there's going to be a Christmas tree, but the fact that there's a red car trolley is a good sign, I think. The red car trolley would be another distraction, another place for people to collect. Although I don't think it's as bad. Not near as many people took pictures in front of the red car trolley as would take pictures in front of the tree. But the fact that they brought out the red car trolley is a good sign. Well, that's not actually, yeah, that's a good idea. Peter Darmanian says they can use the red car trolley for meet and greets. You could just drop Mickey or anybody really in that train or in the red car trolley, and have them look out through the window. That's a great photo. They'd have to queue it up, though. They would have to queue that up. Am I excited for Thanksgiving at all? Well, yes, I'm excited for Thanksgiving Day, but I don't celebrate it for a whole month. I celebrate it for the day of, and that's about it. But I do love Thanksgiving as a holiday. being called on the hotline right now. Hold on. I gotta see what this breaking news is. There we go. Took care of that. Christmas decorations. What's today? The third, fourth? Oh my God! How could I forget? Christmas decorations would normally be going up if we were open. The decorations would probably be going up tomorrow, I think. Sorry, guys. Yeah, today's the 4th. Thank you. Tree or stem that will be in downtown Disney? What's a stem? I meant that they'd be putting them up on Thursday night and then having them ready for Friday. I don't get it. Do you think they will have Mickey if it's not a ticketed event? Yeah. I mean, I don't see that as a reason not to do it. I'm not saying that they should or could or are supposed to, but I don't feel like having a ticketed event is the benchmark for having any character show up on Buena Vista Street. Willow Beam says, I don't think they will put up the tree for the same reason they didn't put up the Halloween decor. Well, I wish I knew what that reason was, Willow, because we don't know even what the reason was for them not doing that, because I can't think of a good one other than just expense. But really, I don't want to talk about expense right now. I really don't. What I would like to talk about is, with regard to Disney, if they're listening, is just to do things for the fans, just because, to create some goodwill and to create some good feelings, and never mind how much it costs. We'll deal with that later. That's my opinion. That's what Walt would do. If it matters to the current Disney executive brass what Walt would do, then that's my thought. That's my opinion. Walt would do that. Walt would put the tree up. Just like John Hammond, spare no expense. That's right. I think that they need to start thinking about us a lot more. I really do. In a lot of ways. So where are we at? Okay, let me scan back. Wasn't a fan of the neon trees in downtown Disney last year from Glam Blue Eyes. Glam, I agree with you. I was not a fan of that scheme at all. I did not like that setup. I did not like the way they did that. I'm not sure why try to recreate the wheel? Why try to reinvent the wheel? Why do you have to like be edgy or out of the box? You know what people like? Good old-fashioned Christmas decorations. People like that. People like Christmas ornaments and garland, just cheesy, corny Christmas decorations. The thing that Disney is best at is tugging on our memories, being corny, even at the expense of being hip. That's what they're best at. So why try to get weird? Why try to get creative? Just do the traditional stuff. Well, you can't do tinsel anymore, I don't think, because it's flammable. They figured out it's a hazard, I think. So you can't really do tinsel anymore. Nobody does tinsel in their houses anymore for that same reason. Has there ever been Thanksgiving decorations at Disneyland? No, I don't think so. No. Well, what are Thanksgiving decorations? Anyway, I don't even know what those are. Well, the Griswolds, Nathan, were 20 years ago when they were still when flammable. The whole tree burned down. By the way, I will remind you, the whole tree burned down. Okay. 30 years. Jeez Louise. Liz and I are looking at bubble lights. We are. So, yeah, I'm just looking for Buena Vista Street. It would sure mean a lot to me as a horn of plenty. Yeah, there you go. That's one thing. Like, how many of those can you put out there? But it sure would mean a lot to me if they would decorate Buena Vista Street for Christmas. It would mean a lot to I'm sure to the rest of you too. We just got give me some good feelings, man. Give me some good feelings, especially considering what we're about to go through for the next couple of weeks or more. It's gonna get ugly. So on that note, both here at Fresh Baked and on Royal Dorks, we're gonna be concentrating almost completely on things that make us happy. So you're going to be getting nothing but good news out of Fresh Baked and Royal Dorks until the holidays are over, I think. Nothing but good news, nothing but positive, good vibes. Hopefully. I mean, I don't know. Be quiet. I can't type good when I'm typing on my phone and with my finger. So, but anyway, that's our goal, is to just, because it's going to get really, really, it's going to get really, really dirty here for a couple weeks, I think. We're like we've talked about before, we're planning on doing a lot of retro stuff. I've got some retro stuff planned for Fresh Bake too. I don't know why I pointed over there. I pointed to my office desk that's around the corner. But I'm working on a video, a reaction video to some old, I found a video by accident. I was looking for something else and I found this video instead that I'm talking about. It's 45 minutes of 1957 Disneyland, I think it was. And I'm going to react to it. It's some of the most beautiful footage I've seen, most complete footage I've seen of the first couple years of Disneyland. And I'm going to do a reaction video, kind of like, like a trailer reaction or something like that. For that, I've got that one, and a video I'm going to do about the construction of Disneyland, a reaction video to that too. So if you're into, vintage Disneyland video or photos, hopefully you'll enjoy that. That's coming up. And then obviously, like I said before, Liz and I are working on some retro stuff, flashback type stuff for 80s facing kind of stuff for Royal Dorks. Are you going to be in downtown Disney this weekend? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to have time to go this weekend. Justin White, David, they could have characters up on the monorail bridge. I think there's space for walking. Well, certainly. There's no monorail, so I don't see why not. They're far enough away they would need a queue, but close. You know what? How do they do it in Walt Disney World? Because they've got characters out there in Walt Disney World, like, at the train station, I think. There's no queue for that, is there? Somebody asked, I was late to the call. When will Buena Vista Street be open? And that's what we're saying. It's too early to call. To use to use a phrase. We don't know yet. Still no news on when Buena Vista Street will be open. Did I miss a sticker? Oh yes, I did, for Gordon Farmer. Thank you very much. I don't think stormtroopers fit on Buena Vista Street. Matt Dragon, I don't know how you do it, David. Comments are flying in here like crazy. I pick 1 out of 10. Sometimes I have a second to go back and read a few, but generally I just kind of pick 1 out of 10. I consistently miss your one-liners, Laramie. You know, it's funny. What I do catch more than your one-liners are people saying "LOL, Laramie," and so I have to go back and figure out what it is he said. Yeah, I know I misspelled Buena. I know, because I sausage fingers trying to type with one hand on a phone while I'm getting the live stream ready. James K, I don't think they will decorate downtown Disney or Buena Vista Street because it will cause too much demand and traffic. Well, James, they don't have to let everybody in. Just like World of Disney, there's a queue. There's going to be a queue, a virtual queue. So they only have to let in as many people they want to let in. So they don't have to let everybody in. Is that right? 7 likes? That can't be right. Wow. You guys are stingy. I wish. Katamaj, Avengers Campus sneak peek. You tell me if you know anybody with a helicopter and a camera, then I'd be happy to take a look at those photos, but I have no access. Nobody has access to Avengers Campus other than people, visiting the top of that hotel that you can see the backside of it, and that's about it. Do you think there'll be a time limit on when you can be on Buena Vista Street? No, I don't. We did an FAQ. Check out Fresh Baked. We did an FAQ answering questions to that effect. That was one of the questions that we answered. And no, I don't expect there to be any kind of time limit. It would be impossible to track. So, will award wieners be open? No, I don't think so. At least not right away. Not when they open. Willow Beam says, this kind of seems like an Eisner situation. Wanted to appeal to the young people out there with all the new Christmas. What new Christmas decorations? You mean the stuff that they did last year? I don't know. I just feel like they just try to outthink themselves and think that they have to do something different every year, and they really don't. They don't on Main Street. Main Street and Frontierland and in Critter Country, the Christmas decorations are the same every year. They don't get weird at all inside in Disneyland. It's the same thing every single year, and I appreciate that. I look forward to that, and I enjoy it. So I don't really know why they feel like they have to do that at Downtown Disney. Just give me some trees, not big trees necessarily, but just some trees, a few Christmas trees, some garland, some lights, and we're good. We're going to Disneyland or Downtown Disney November 20th. Do you think Buena Vista Street will be open? Yes, I think they should be open by then. Olaf would fit. You could put Olaf on that monorail bridge. Diane Houston, do you think Disney will announce the date of opening 1 or 2 days before it actually happens, or give us more notice? Less notice than more, I think. It's more likely they'll give us a day or two ahead than a week or something like that. It's also possible they don't tell us at all. They didn't really say anything at all for Stage 17. It just opened. Now, I know Buena Vista Street is a bigger deal than Stage 17. I'm just saying that's an option. That's something that they've done. Let's see. Oh, hey, Matthew Gerard says, I saw a CM in the DCA vending cart uniforms talking to another CM about training today. That's good. That means they're days away, in my opinion. If they're training now, then they're probably just days away, because it doesn't take, I don't know, there's cast members in the chat here who could probably back me up on this, but for this particular endeavor, not for a full opening of the park, but for just Buena Vista Street, just for merch and whatnot, I have a feeling just a few days may be necessary, and that's all. Are you going to go when they first open? You bet I am. Heck yeah. I'll be there with my camera, everything. Diane Houston asked, do you think they won't announce it in order to minimize the crowds? Yes, that's exactly the reason why. They want it to be, because they don't want to have to turn a bunch of people away, because they're going to have to. They're going to have to turn a bunch of people away because there's only so many people they can fit in there. Ryan Labastida asks, what are you most excited to see in Buena Vista Street? I think I answered this once before. I remember I want to just poke my camera out over the edges. I want to see how far I can see down Hollywood Boulevard, and down the parade corridor towards Pacific Wharf. I want to see how far I can see and just see what I can see. Otherwise, not much really. I mean, it just being there is good. I want to see the pavement. I want to see the ground that I can walk on. All right. Do you think they will do the Candy Palace candy canes? No, I don't think so. I don't think so, no. Could stage 17 be used for seating for the takeout places? They don't want people sitting inside. So no, they'll use actually the rest of the Grizzly Peak walkway for tables, I think. Outdoor tables for smoke jumpers. And they'll probably put some around the fountain, the Carthay fountain, I think. Boy, it's another person who saw a cast member in uniform. That's exciting. That is really exciting. Hopefully this doesn't take away people from the Taste of Mary Farm. Well, did I say uniform? Or did somebody else say that? I think I did. But Laramie, you're right, costume. I'm wondering what's going to happen with those cats, actually, because they've been having free reign. Are they, they're going to have to go back into the Grizzly Peak woods? I know you are, Laramie. I know you weren't trying to be, but you're right. You're right. It is costume, not uniform. I don't take offense. Will we see the Grizzly Bear waterfall? I don't know. I guess I'm inclined to think so. I don't really know for sure one way or the other, obviously, but I know it took them a while to turn on the water at Knott's, from the log ride. The water was not running the first time we went, but it was running the second time. So I don't know. I mean, again, that doesn't necessarily mean Disney's going to do the same thing. They could do whatever they want, but that's just, I feel like they should. But then again, nobody can really see it from Buena Vista Street. You could barely see it. Deania Bowers gifted $5. Thank the heavens for Fresh Baked. We can always depend on you for positivity and kindness to all. I hope all good things come to you. God bless. Well, thank you very much. That's very sweet, Deania. It's very sweet. And we're going to return that favor to you, Deania. Nothing but good news and positivity coming out of this channel for the next couple of weeks at least. I'm just over feeling bad about things, and I kind of got into that on Monday a little bit. My visit to downtown Disney on Monday or Sunday, was it Saturday? Whatever, last weekend, really kind of changed me a bit in terms of my mood or whatever. So I'm looking forward to doing some really positive stuff coming out of Fresh Baked and Royal Dorks in the near future. Heather Hughes gifted $3 for no reason. Thank you, Heather. Brandon Rios, do you think they will tell cast members to enforce mask wearing once people get inside? Yeah, they do it at downtown Disney. I don't know why they wouldn't do it inside the park, but 100% you can expect if you're not wearing the mask not wearing a mask or not wearing it correctly, i.e. over the nose and under the chin. If you're not doing those things, then they will ask you to leave. They'll ask you to fix your mask first, and if you refuse, then they'll ask you to leave. Micah hasn't done a flyby recently, though. He hasn't done one since, it's been a few months at least, right? Justin White asked, David, do you think the trolley might be out there right now to block views going down Buena Vista Street, like getting pics if the statue is still there and also building the tree? No, I think they put the trolley out there because it looks cool. I think that's the only reason, is that it's part of the Buena Vista Street landscape, and it deserves to be out there. It should be out there. And I think that's the reason why. Hoosier Wood asks, can Redwood Creek Challenge Trail open as a nature educational park? You did a Christmas video. Well, I mean, no, I don't. That's not the grounds that they would use to open it. They would just try to extend the already existing zoning of downtown Disney and Grizzly Peak again. Dustin Haas asks, will Club 33 portion be open in the Carthay Circle building? I think not. No, I don't think so. I would love to see characters on that trolley too, guys. I think that's a good idea, but I don't know. Who knows? You know, there's logic, and there's things that we think that they should do, and then there's things that Disney actually does. I haven't understood quite a few of their moves over the past few years. I mean, they make a lot of good decisions, but I also question some of their decisions. So who knows what they're inclined to be doing when they reopen Buena Vista Street. Wesley Dernbach says, statue is still there, and on Monday, from what I saw, it looked like it was uncovered, and we're polishing it. Okay, so I was just going to ask, did it have a scrim on it? So that's good. I'm glad to see that the statue is still there. That's good. There's my wife. What's up, baby?
Hi.
How'd it go?
Fine.
Yeah? All right. Did they get rid of Oswald, or did they scrap the idea? What do you mean, what idea, Mara? All right, let me go back. Dustin Haas asked, there are balcony portions on top of the Carthay Circle building. I wonder if they will utilize those at all. I think absolutely they should. There's down, isn't there? Yeah, they should absolutely use those. They were using those before. So I don't see why they shouldn't. I do think that they are going to be opening Carthay, the Carthay Circle restaurant. So I don't know why they wouldn't use the, because you want people to be dining outside as much as possible. Okay. If you want to see Liz, you got to check out Royal Dorks. That's what you got to do. We're working on a video tonight that we will hope to have out tomorrow. Adam, I'm not, well, they said Carthay Circle, right? Hold on. Let's see. Okay, that was this. You know what I hate? I hate The internet. They really do just pop-ups, and how is that still a thing? That's what I want to know. How are pop-up ads still a thing? That's so annoying. Okay, so Carthay Circle Lounge. You're right. It looks like it is just the lounge. You can still get food there, though. But it does look like it's just the lounge. Drew Din says the old queuing area for Disney Junior between Carthay and Hollywood would be great outdoor dining. Hope they do it. Well, that part of the land won't be open. I'm betting that they're going to draw the line, the barricade at the entrance to Hollywood Land. So that would be, right as you turn left past Elias and Company. I'm trying to think. They would probably do it right after. Oh, that's really close. That's really close. I'm guessing the barriers would go up right past Carthay Theater. We got a $10 gift from Nathan M6911. Thank you very much, Nathan. He says, not to bring up Taste of Valencia again, but Santa Clarita Drone posted a video of Magic Mountain 3 days ago. They put up a Christmas tree and some other decorations. That is very interesting, Nathan M6911, because why would a business put up a Christmas tree if they don't intend to have it enjoyed by their guests? Interesting. Graham Irwin, I wonder if that fruit stand will be open. I always thought it was a huge space to be selling packaged fruit. Two things on that. One, I saw somebody post a photo of the, or when somebody posted that photo of the red car trolley, somebody commented that there was fake fruit in that stand, at the fruit stand. Which makes sense because I don't think they're going to sell fresh fruit in the COVID era. At least not where guests can grab it. There won't be any food that you can touch and grab yourself in Buena Vista Street in this time. So that area will be open, and they're probably just going to have stuff up there for display, because you don't want to have an empty fruit stand because it's wide open. So it's not like you can block it off. Well, I guess you could, but they'd rather not do that, and then just fill it up with fake fruit. A pickle might be possible, though, because those are wrapped. But anyway, that's still, in general, you don't want to have any food that people can come and touch. Dustin Haas asks, so both entrances will be open to California Adventure? No entrances will be open to California Adventure. The way into California Adventure is a back door, a side gate from downtown Disney, but it's not an actual entrance. Not through the hotel, through the gate next to World of Disney. The gate that's between World of Disney and La Brea Bakery. Yeah, Drew, you might have a shot at seeing that Rambler, the Rambler at Grizzly Peak. I think you have a shot at that. No, Dustin, you won't enter through the front gates at all. Lorenzo Renteria, thank God this is the only place that does not talk about the election. Hey, this is my 1 hour break from that too, because I've been watching it nonstop since 8 o'clock yesterday. I have not turned it off. In fact, I even watched it in my sleep. I woke up a couple times overnight just to see how things were going. Brendan Ravia asked, "Whatever happened to the spicy garlic pickles?" That's a good question, because those were a nice diversion from regular sweet and sour pickles. Mara Parker says, "Thank you for this mental break, David. You're welcome. You're welcome. How is the election going? I don't know. I I have no idea. In the sense that, I mean, what's happening now? I mean, you know what? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Hey, if you love chili dogs, Cece, check out the video that's coming out soon on Royal Dorks. We're going to be going to Wiener Schnitzel, and I'm certainly going to get a chili dog. Yeah, everything you need to know about the election is on the internet. You don't have to come here for that. Would they open Trattoria for phase 2? No, probably not. Maybe phase 3. Why isn't there a monorail stop in DCA, Kristen? That's a really good question. I talk about that in our Secrets and History of the Monorail video. But basically, the general reason is that it's a second gate. So what that means is if you let people get on or get off at DCA, well, actually, you probably could let people get on. No, yeah, either way. Then you'd have to check their ticket. You would be required to check their ticket to see if they have a park hopper. Because otherwise you could get off at Disneyland or get off at DCA if you only have a Disneyland ticket. So short of that, then they would, if they don't do that, then they would have to, what was the other thought I had? Oh, if they didn't want to let you go all the way around, you would have to deboard. They have to check your ticket, basically. That's it. They would be constantly checking your ticket, okay? To see what kind of pass you have. Whereas, if you just leave it at Disneyland, then you get in at Disneyland and you get off at Disneyland or at downtown. Do I have a favorite dining at Grand Californian? Yeah, well, what do they call it now? The old Whitewater Snacks. I forget what they call it now. But Whitewater Snacks is perhaps the best place to eat in the entire resort, anywhere, inside or outside of the park. I wish that were open. I would go eat at Whitewater Snacks right now. Steve Ocello gifted $5. Thank you very much. He says, "Thanks for the positivity. Sorry to bug again. Hope you get a chance to hear the song I emailed. This too shall pass. Using your words, I think it'll bring you joy." I did get your email. Things get buried. I look at stuff and I'm like, okay, I'm going to get to that today at some point, and then I never get back to it because something else comes up and it takes priority, and it's hard for me to keep up. Kristen Kabayan says Disney World does that for their monorail. Yeah, it's probably a pain in the butt though, and it's much simpler. But having said that, there also are the second part of that conversation is that there is, where do you put it? Where do you put the exit or the boarding area for monorail? They'd have to. I mean, that would be quite a project. I cannot remember what Whitewater Snack. Come on, guys! Somebody couldn't possibly have not said what they call Whitewater Snacks now. It's not Hearthstone. Come on, somebody help me out. There's got to be somebody. Craftsman Grill. There you go. The Craftsman Grill. Fantastic. I mean, the breakfast especially. The nachos are great. The pizza is really good. I got the French toast, which was fantastic. It's all good. I mean, it's just there's so much good stuff there. They have quite a menu. Where can you get a Dole Whip in Orange County? I know of a place in LA. I know of a place in the desert. Let me see where else they might have one. I'm looking up Lappert's to see their locations. Stores. There's one in San Juan Bautista, Sausalito, Scottsdale, Arizona, Palm Springs, Palm Desert, Santa Monica. Okay, there we go. Oh, Dana Point. Wait, is that right? I'm on the Lappert's website, and they're promoting a place on Santa Monica Pier, and then another place on Golden Lantern and Dana Point. So I don't know if these are the same places, but they're promoting them on their website. Google Lappert's and see what you can find. The Hula Girl in Huntington Beach. Yeah, there you go. I've never tried Joe's Italian Ice Dole Whip. Does it remind you of Disneyland Dole Whip? Got a $5 gift from Ryan Kalunin. Says, David, my man, hope you're having a great day. Thank you for all your updates and positivity. Ryan, you're welcome. Thank you for saying thank you. I appreciate that. Laramie. Okay, I got that one on time. All right, where are we at? 42. Okay, 18 minutes. 18 minutes. It's warm in here today. What's the temperature in LA right now or in Orange County? It feels warm up in here. Okay. We got a $5 gift from Disney Adventure Vlogs. It says, do you know why the Disneyland entrance sign in front of Harbor is brown? Yucky color. I don't know why they did that. It looks red to me from the photo that you gave, but is it warm? I mean, is it brown? I don't know. I don't like it either. I don't like that sign in general. I would much rather it be the old classic sign, to be honest. I don't know why they felt the need to get rid of that sign. I hate that they got rid of the old sign. And so it makes me not enjoy the new sign at all. And I don't know if you could tell, but this really struck a chord with me. Cord says he's upset about the new sign too. He doesn't like the new sign. He would much rather see the old vintage sign. Does John Stamos still have the old sign? I don't know. I don't know John Stamos. Yeah, Cords can have an opinion for sure, especially about vintage Disneyland. I mean, obviously, he's the one who picked out the poster, both of them. Cord was all about that. Cord, you can't see them right now, but you know, he's a big fan of vintage Matterhorn with the mountain climbers climbing up the top of it. Yeah, Kolya Venturi says, did they actually change the sign? I saw the Twitter reply, but I thought that was an old photo. Yeah, as far as I know, as far as my memory goes, the sign was all blue before. It was a blue mesh with the blue Disneyland letters on it. And now the mesh is like red or brown. And I don't get it. I don't understand it. The not sign, what not sign is missing? Space Mountaineer 92. Graham Merman says, I rewatched Lady and the Tramp the other night. The movie is great. How did you like the performance from Cord in Lady and the Tramp? Cord had a cameo. Yeah, that makes sense. Rand Moldenhauer says John Stamos has the D from the Disneyland sign. He doesn't have the whole sign. That would be impossible, I would think. But he does have the D. Yeah, he played the spaghetti. It was awkward. They had to get, they had to clear the set when they were doing the spaghetti scene. I don't know if you've heard this. It's old secrets in history. I'll do maybe an episode on that one day. But when they were doing the scene with Lady and the Tramp, with the spaghetti scene, Cord was in that. They had to clear the set and everything because it was awkward and weird. So there's a little bit of that for you. It was a different color though. I don't know if you know that. It was a different color. It was more like the color of spaghetti, but that was sprayed on actually. That's not the right color either. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going on. I'm going on and on. I'm a little bit bored, yeah, Stephen. Yeah, no, Laramie's not wrong. Laramie's right. The Cord wasn't the first choice. There was two other Cords that they liked before him, but there was creative differences. With the makeup and special effects and all that, and they bowed out. They decided not to do that. They decided to appear in Spinal Tap instead. So I mean, I don't know. If you were a Cord, would you rather be in Lady and the Tramp of Spaghetti or in This Is Spinal Tap? I kind of feel like I'd probably rather be in Spinal Tap too, but. This code goes to 11. Yes, we have, Stephen Openshaw. You asked, have you talked about the red car trolling from DCA? Yeah, we did talk about that. My thought is that it's there just for dressing, just for show, because it's part of the Disney or the DCA landscape. It's still too early, Justin, for Cord merchandise. I think you got to let these things sort of marinate for a while and become a thing before you start, putting it on merchandise, I think. Or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it completely wrong. Does anybody want to buy a Cord t-shirt? I wonder how you put Cord on merchandise on a t-shirt. Like, what do you? I don't know. That'd be weird. Wait, so Stephen Turquoise, tell me what happened. He says the not sign is gone now. Someone ran into it, like off the Harbor Boulevard? Or, I mean, Beach Boulevard? Seriously, somebody drove their car into the not sign? That sounds wild. There was a big drunk accident. Wow. I've been looking for a reason to go to Knott's Berry Farm recently. Can you walk down that street from within, or do they still have that blocked off? If you park in Knott's Berry Farm in the parking lot, go to the marketplace, can you exit and go out into the corner, like Harbor Beach and whatever the hell street that is? What's the cross street for Beach Boulevard at Knott's Berry Farm? Why am I forgetting this? La Palma, yes, La Palma. Because the last time I went there, it was blocked off and you couldn't walk down that way. Jonathan Tanagawa says, do you think the construction in front of Guardians is completed since the trolley is now out? I don't know about completed, but far enough along where they can get the trolley in and out of its parking spot, sure. Boy, everybody's just going off on the puns right now. Laramie, this must be your best life right now. Laramie, I think somebody already stole your joke. Okay, Laramie. Laramie says, David, do you know why Cord doesn't like Knott's Berry Farm? It doesn't like Knott's. I was going to say, somebody already beat you to that one, Laramie. Sorry, buddy. Cord, what do you think? Is that good? No, he doesn't like it. He didn't like it. Cord doesn't have a sense of humor as far as like puns go. He's like me. He's not a big fan of puns. I know Laramie's a huge fan of puns, but puns are not my game. So Cord is like me on that. Why am I talking about Cord still? I don't know. Graham Irwin, this is the coverage America needs right now. Is it though? Is it? Is it really? Because I don't know. I mean, maybe for another 8 minutes, we might be able to manage to keep this going. But I don't think anybody's jumping on the Fresh Baked live stream to talk about Cord. In fact, there's only 400 people in this chat. Normally we do 500 or 600, sometimes 7. Wasn't that Walt's brother? Cord or Roy? Oh my God, Laramie, you are getting crushed in the pun department. Ellie asks, "Have you seen the new Mandalorian episode?" Yeah, I got yelled at on Monday when somebody asked me about that because I didn't like it as much as most people did. Taylor Martin, will there be pickles at Buena Vista Street? I'm thinking not. I'm thinking no pickles. I'm thinking no food that people can touch. That's what I'm thinking. What? Cat, okay. Is the cat box tea because I showed you a picture of my cat box not long ago? Okay, Naomi says, but the ending, yeah, right. But it was a 50-minute episode, Naomi. I mean, the ending was great. Don't get me wrong, but there was 45 more minutes of that. There is no opening day announced yet, S Sharp. That's kind of what I'm saying. It's too early to call. Borrowing a phrase, which is, I've heard that term too early to call probably 1,000 times in the last 24 hours. But no, there's no date. Regina Layton, how do you eat something if you can't touch it? Well, I'm talking about food that multiple people can touch. Community food that people can put their hands on and say, you know what, here's a pickle. Never mind, I don't want that pickle. They want to avoid that. You don't want to have any food available for common touch. Stephen Wixom, now I get the title. Well, if you can get over the typo. Yeah, don't expect a bobbing for churros basket anywhere in the park right now. Don't touch my fruit, says Graham Irwin. I've been saying that for a long time. Oh, Larrabee, don't go there, please. Don't go there. Ryan, I don't know the answer to that question. Janet, I don't know when Mickey Friends is going to open. The only thing that I've heard, a rumor, is that cast members have been called back to work that day at the parking structure. Now, I don't know if that means that's the first day it's going to open or what. I've just heard that some cast members have been called back to work that day at the Mickey and Friends parking structure. I don't even know if it's true. I think somebody's coming after me on the hotline. Let's see. Nope, just spam. Regina Layton says, hypothetically speaking, would it be crazy to fly to California just to go shopping at Buena Vista Street? Non-hypothetically speaking, yes, that would be crazy. Hypothetically speaking, no, it's perfectly sane. But non-hypothetically speaking, no, it's crazy. That's crazy. I have not looked at the Mary Farm menu yet. Is that a video, I wonder? Huh. Adam Reed, it's way too late to catch you up, man. We're at 56 minutes. I just can't. The original Adventures asks, how are you feeling about possibly getting an earlier opening date for large theme parks? Well, that supposes that we have an opening date. Adventures, we don't even have an opening date, let alone a late one or a later than expected one. We have no opening date at all, so I don't even know what earlier would be. But I would welcome any date between forever and tomorrow for the park to open, as long as everybody's wearing a mask. That's the only thing I asked. Tracy Seville, they're not telling us anything. The vloggers don't know anything about what's going on at Buena Vista Street. I have to rely on people on the ground telling me stuff. Stephen Wixom says, Fresh Bake presents Cord, a love story. Well, I don't know. There's some incompatible relationships here because Cord doesn't have a lot to get together with. There's Cord. The closest thing I have otherwise is Junction Box up there in the corner. Cord and whatever you call that thing, that little electrical thing. And then there's the same thing or similar thing that's underneath the Skyway bucket poster. But there's no other chords visible on this wall, so I don't know how much that love story is going to happen. But then again, there's also the thing, yeah, what chord? I don't even know what you're talking about. Graham Mormon, that is incorrect. Graham Mormon says Cord is being released on Disney Plus to boost subscriptions. That's not true. Cord is being debuting for $30 as a premiere event on Disney Plus. But you know, that's up to you if you find it worthwhile. It will be free later in February, but right now it's $30. I don't want to move the cord. I don't want to move the cord. Mulan is free in December, I think. Am I Cord's manager? Well, I speak for Cord, but I'm not his manager. Don't tell Cord, though, that I'm its father. We'll reveal that later. Okay, now you're trying too hard, Edward. Now you're trying too hard. There you go. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I set him up and you knock him down. You know what's funny? Cord thought I was going to say something else, that I actually killed Cord's father, but no, we're going to spring that on him later. There's a new snow wand in the world of Disney. Jesus. All right, with all these core jokes, I think it's time to end this stream. It is now 3:52. Thanks, guys, for joining us. You've been great. It's been fun. I've enjoyed this, taking a break from real life. I now send you back out into reality. Please don't blame me for what you find out there for the next couple of days. And thanks to Evan Layton. Oh, wow. Thanks to Evan Layton for the $30. Says, here's for the deluxe viewing of the Mighty. Thanks. Evan. Anyway, peace be with you. and may you find peace in your journeys today and ever forward. Go watch some Fresh Baked videos if you want to take a break from the drama of life. You're invited. Stay tuned for a video that I'm going to be doing, a reaction video to some old vintage 1957 footage of Disneyland. I think you're going to enjoy that. I missed the super chat. What are you talking about? I haven't had any. I see Evan. No, I don't see any super chats missed. Anyway, thank you very much to your generosity and your kindness. Please keep spreading that in your daily life. I would appreciate that. Pay it forward. Be kind to a stranger. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye, guys. We love you. Fresh Baked.